Well, good day, people, evening, morning, whatever time of the day it is for you. We're getting into some PCM SimGame Season 4. We are beginning 3 races tonight. We've got 2 Conti level races, 1 World Tour race. First Conti race on the cards is a Polish 1.2 race. Let's get into the swing of things there. Where is it? Memorial, not that one. A lot of Polish memorial races. There, Memorial, Jana Magiery. We're doing the 2022 route, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check that. Yes, 2022 route, 142Ks. Loading our start list. We'll get into the game. Wow, let me just double check the settings. Oop, crashes are on 3 times. That's just there for China Glory, but it's 1, 1, normal, 3, and save. Now these are Conti level teams only, and post-chain reaction of course with Rory Townsend, Astana with Helmos Bardiani, with Kol Nahi Kaharuel, with Ivan Kobo, China Glory with Evgeny Fedorov, GC Strong and Langalotti, Koratek with Zerato, Uskatel with Canal, but Haribo's got the absolute favourite here, Alberto Bettiol, and Trinity with Jan William van Schip. We're using our simulation rider here, and let's get into the swing of things. Favourites of course will be Bettiol, Canal, Langalotti and Gonzalez. So putting our rider on 0 form already. It's raining a little bit. These graphics are looking crappy after spending a bit of time on PCM 25. Let's see if there's any breakaway. There is a breakaway, a small start. Oh, Bettiol in the Italian champs jersey. Isn't that just beautiful? It is. Love a good tri-colour jersey there. Small breakaway going up the road. A lot of teams trying to get in the mix. Remember, there's only a few teams here at this race. We have 9 teams here competing. Our rides at the back. And it looks like almost every team is trying to get represented in this breakaway. Haribo on the front of the peloton. They're not letting anyone escape. Astana also in the mix, even though they've got their Kazakh rider up the road. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laps of one course. Uskatel helping out with the chasing down. No breakaway. Oh, there's a Bardiani rider that I have missed. The Finnish rider, Bormans. Trying to get across. Now, if you look at this breakaway is not to establish. We've got Attila Viviani from Team Koratek. Bardiani's got McKenzie, Bormans, and Helmoza from Astana. These 4 riders have gained 2 minutes on the peloton, led by Uskatel and Team Haribo. We'll fast forward at maximum rate because, I mean, to be honest, all we really care about is the finish. There's no intermediate sprints. If there's any action, we will pause it, but otherwise, we will zoom straight through this race. Hope you all are having a lovely weekend in Europe. It should be Saturday for you now, isn't it? I've just had Saturday. Quiet Saturday. Crappy weather, it's winter, it's cold. Didn't go biking, nothing too excessive. Just life in general. So the gap is coming down ever so slightly. Still Haribo on the front, Ben, Wiggins and Los Pietau. And Post now moving up into the workhorse side of things. They're of course working for their Irish leader. Are they a full Irish team? No, they've got an Italian, Belgian, 2 Belgians and a Spaniard at this race. And they're riding for Van Roy. 4 minutes is the gap, still 87 kilometers to go, so we'll keep the simulation rate up. No riders drop from the back. China Glory moving. Is Langalotti protecting someone, is he? Looks like he could potentially be protecting neither of these riders if I were them. But yes, we're getting this done. Still 70 k's, we're about halfway through the race now, 3 laps to go. Continuing on the course here. 55 k's, Euskaltel, Haribo on the front. There has been a crash at the back. Rommel from 3 drivers at the back. Who's at the back there? Ben Wiggins, he's working at the front, but Thornley from Haribo and Rommel from China Glory both were named in the favourites, looking like a potential punchy rider. They could be key domestics needed for the finish of this stage. Trinity chilling at the back. Korotek, Evgeny Fedorov, that's a co-leader for Team China Glory, the former Kazakhstani national champion. You can tell by the armbands and the neckband around him as he rides. Still 47 k's to go and continuing that simulation. It's good to see some green colours in the peloton. I think it's something we lack from the professional peloton here. Caharuel in a beautiful yellow jersey, and it seems these 2 riders will not be coming back as we continue to focus our attention on the peloton. The gap to the breakaway is 1:20 and dying. Haribo and Euskaltel sending all of their riders to chase this gap down on the penultimate lap of this climb. There's been a big split in the peloton behind. Few key riders being dropped. Van Semarkt, any big leaders. Fedorov has been dropped now. Piras Kuzmin also out the back there. Will they make it back on? We're not entirely sure. Golika out the back. 16 seconds for our sole breakaway rider. And Alberto Bettiol, the pre-race favourite, has punctured. 33 kilometres to go. Haribo must be sending back domestics now. Surely they are. Here come the domestics. They're all coming to help bring the Italian champion back into the peloton. Luckily, looking at the route, it's going to plateau off for a bit, then descend into a valley before the final climb. There should be enough time to get Bettiol back in contention. Van Bell on the front now. Anton Kuzmin in second wheel for the Astana Kazakhstan squad. Yes, ex-yes Astana squad. On the front of the main peloton, it is Euskaltel and Post. They know that this is the only chance to make Bettiol not cook them in the end. Bettiol trying to use all his domestics, and according to race radio, they have made the catch. It's all come back together with 1 lap to go. The front breakaway has been caught, and also Bettiol is now back in this bunch. There's Alberto Bettiol, number 1 on his back as the pre-race favourite, sitting on the right-hand side of the road. He's trying to move up the peloton. There's still Euskaltel and Post on the front. China Glory got Langalotti sitting in the wheel there. There's no domestic protecting him, probably a little bit exposed. Where is Bettiol gone? Is he still down the back of the peloton? No, he's not. Where is that tricolour? Where is Bettiol? Must be up there. He is there. There's Bettiol there. He's still sitting reasonably far back in the peloton. With 20 k's to go, Bettiol's sitting nearer the back than the other GC contenders. And saying that, the leader of Bardiani on the right-hand side, there's Helmoser. He was in the early break. Astana Kazakhstan with an attack from inside the peloton. Van der Bell on the right-hand side getting blocked in by some of the Euskaltel riders. The Haribo riders are looking very, very worse for wear. There's 20 kilometers to go. About to do the final climb up Wala, 7.7% average gradient. A few riders are looking dead. It's now time for Post to push the pace a bit more. They want to make this group a bit more slick. There's only 42 riders now in the front. Bettiol in the middle. The best chance of winning was already gone. We see the Kazakh rider fall out the back. Up the hill here, it is Euskaltel, who is known for their climbing prowess on the front. Euskaltel pushing the pace, dying a little bit, and Post having to take over. Small split happening at the back. We say goodbye to quite a few number of riders, mostly the Halibo squad and the Euskaltel riders. No big names out the back as of yet. The peloton's now 28 riders, more riders disintegrating out the back. The pace is going thinner and thinner. Astana Kazakhstan have one rider left. There's 20 riders now in the front bunch as they're getting stretched out. Alberto Bettiol is at the front. He has no domestics left. Will we see a 1-2 attack from some of these other teams? They know he is isolated. Now all they've got to do is not drag him to the line. Euskaltel is on the front, but they only have one rider left in the peloton, and it is Canal. And he is on the front doing the work himself. And he's launched an attack. Bettiol was the first to counter Van Rooij and Langalotti. The rest of the peloton sits up. Looks like the battle will be between these four riders for the finish. Cajaruel looks to be the only team not in this breakaway. Korotek tries to jump across, but here's Cajaruel with four riders now. Kobo, Angulo, and Serrano. They're bringing up more domestics for these other riders out in front. Canal goes once again. Bettiol straightens wheel. 8.5 kilometers to go. There's not much climbing left. It's just a little bit of an uphill plateau and then a descent towards the line. The gap's increased again. Rory Townsend now tries to jump across. I'll take Fedorov. And it's all come back together. 18 riders now in the finish as Angulo goes straight over the top. Gonzalez for and post-chain reaction. Langalotti, Bettiol was forced to chase himself. Carlos Canal tries to join in, but Bettiol straight across the gap to the breakaway. Now 14 riders in contention. Astana Kazakhstan out of the mix. It's all going to come down to a mass sprint. Who's going to take the sprint? Has Bettiol got enough energy left in him for the bunch sprint? I don't think he does. I think it's a day for someone else. Van Rooij is in pole position, sitting in second wheel. There's no corners left. We're about to hit 1 kilometer to go. Canal is off the front. He's got a small gap. Van Rooij has let the wheel go. Gonzalez is coming up on the left-hand side with 1 kilometer to go. Canal has a small lead. Gonzalez has been led out, but through the middle is Alberto Bettiol with a punch to the line. Bettiol even has time to celebrate to take this win. Well, what a expected victory, but in an unexpected way. We have it at Bettiol of Halibo taking the win ahead of Samuel Zuccarello of Korotek and Cajaruel rounding out the podium. Team Cajaruel taking the team classification, also exporting that result. There we have full results there. Well, thanks for tuning in for that Polish race. Probably should have focused a bit more on the results, but see you shortly for GP de Kranj.